I just wanted to show you today the WANLIPO front and rear 4K dash cam. So this comes with all the things that you would need, including the front camera here. Here's the back camera as well, and the power. So you're going to be charging it using the USB car charger port in your car. And it does also come with extra accessories like this USB data cable. It has this trim tool for putting it inside your trim, as well as the reset pin here and a couple cable clips as well. As far as getting this thing set up, so obviously you will just go ahead and connect the rear camera at the top there. That's also where you're going to connect the power. And then to attach it to the actual windshield itself, you're going to have a suction cup. So what's great about this is that, if you decide to change position, you can easily just remove it and then replace it. And that suction cup works very well. Once you get it on there, it doesn't move at all. So this should be compatible with pretty much every windshield. As you can see here, there's about 140 degrees rotation of that angle. It does also go around 360. The rear camera as well, you don't have to worry about getting the exact angle because this goes around 360 degrees and it's going to fit in the back using this adhesive tape. It also comes with its own SD card, so you don't have to worry about that. It already comes with a package. And you can indeed remove this mount just like that. So if you wanted to take this inside to be able to transfer your videos, you can easily do so. And then you can just clip it right back on and then reattach it to the windshield. On the camera itself, you're gonna see 4 buttons and they all serve multiple purposes. So starting at the bottom there's gonna be that OK button. Of course, that's for if you're in the menu, that's how you confirm your choice. But it does also turn on the camera. If you hold that for 3 seconds, it turns it on or off. And this is also how you start and stop the recording. Above that is the M for menu. So you can press that if you're not recording, press the M to get into the menu. Now, during recording, if you press that, it's going to lock the video. So it's going to put it in a special folder so it doesn't get overwritten. The down arrow and the up arrow, of course, is for navigating the menus. But the down arrow as well, if you're recording, that's how you take a picture, take a snapshot. The up arrow, if you hold it, that turns on and off the Wi-Fi. And during recording, you can press that to change the view to only the front camera, only the rear camera, or if you want to split it as well. So all those main functions are going to be available for you right at your fingertips, but there is an onboard menu, so I'm going to show you that right now. I'm also going to show you how the app works, and then I'm going to show you some demo footage. All right, so guys, so let's take a look at the onboard menu. So starting at the top, you have the resolution, which you can change from 1080p all the way to 4K. You can change the loop recording time, so anywhere from 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Change the G sensor sensitivity here from low to medium to high, or you can even turn it off altogether. And then you have that parking monitor. If you have this thing hardwired, you can turn sound recording on or off, the watermark on or off. You can change the camera direction. So depending on how you've installed it, you can flip it, you can preview it, or you can do both the 180-degree flip and the preview. You can turn the sounds on or off here. You can set a screensaver to turn the screen off if you'd like. Change the language here, the frequency band there. You can turn Wi-Fi on or off here. Change the date and time setting, format your disk, change the frequency, wide dynamic range you can turn on and off there. If you have this connected to your laptop, you can go into simulate USB drive, so you can get the files that way as well. Here's the version information, and then you can restore it to factory settings here. Check out the front camera there. That's just a great example of that high dynamic range, even with that sun blaring down. You can still see great detail in the foreground and the midground. Here's an example of the nighttime shot. So on this particular road, there are no street lights at all. It's just the light from the headlights. And even with that, you can see the sky clearly. You can see the foreground, details on the left and right. So just a great example again of that high dynamic range and also the low light capability. All right, guys, taking a look at the app. So when you first open it up, you'll see, the recording preview up top. So right now it's paused, but you can use, of course, that play button to start the recording and then pause it again using that pause button. And you can even take a snapshot as you're recording there. But the 2 main functions that you'll probably use will be the ones at the bottom. So the one that says camera files, and that's how we're going to download things. But let's take a look first at camera settings. So camera settings is where you're going to be able to adjust all the things that we talked about within the menu settings on the actual product itself. But the main function you'll probably use this for is the camera files at the bottom left there. So you'll see here all the videos that you've taken. At the top, it'll say loop. for all the videos, snapshot for the pictures that you took, locked will be all the videos that you saved so that it doesn't get overwritten, and then parking mode, again, it requires a hardwire kit, so we'll skip that. But to download something, you just click on the particular video, and then you'll see at the bottom there, you'll have an option to screenshot it or delete it completely, but at the bottom left is to download it. All right, so that downloads it from the camera onto the app itself, but to actually save it to your phone, you will just go into that file, and then you'll see at the very bottom there, you can share, you can edit it, you can upload it, screenshot, but to save it to, say, your Photos app, you will go ahead and just click Save, and now it's successfully saved to the photo album. All right, so that was the WANLIPO 4K front and rear dash cam, so I hope that helps you make a decision on whether this thing is going to be right for you today, so definitely check it out.